people, you're tuned in to Point of View, the place where we break down the headlines and conversations everyone's talking about right here at this table. We've got a lot to get into today. The Super Bowl may be over, but the headlines are still rolling in, and not all of them are about football. From Stefon Diggs and Cardi B reportedly calling it quits right after the big game, to a Ring camera commercial that has viewers calling it downright creepy. And if you've got a Ring camera at home, oh, you don't want to miss this. You want to stay tuned because the message behind that ad has a lot of folks asking questions. Plus, we've got plenty more hot topics ahead as Natalia, Ree,
Hey.
and Danielle
Hey, y'all.
dive into it all. Well, you know me, I'm Raquel. So pull up a seat, join the discussion. You're watching POV. Woo-hoo! Well, it looks like Stefon Diggs may have lost more than just the game last Sunday night, allegedly. Reports are circulating that Cardi B left the Super Bowl early after spending around $1.2 million on an after party for Diggs, an event neither of them attended. Now, the rumors are this. She found out his other child's mother was sitting at in the front row with their newborn while repping his jersey number. Now, we can't confirm that really happened behind the scenes or what really happened behind the scenes, but fans also noticed the two have unfollowed each other since the Super Bowl, and here we are. Wow.
That don't look like the same girl that I was seeing in all of the other.
But you know it's
Isn't
multiple
that Cardi
now.
B?
It's a couple of
Oh,
Okay.
oh, there's a couple of them?
Oh, the baby mamas?
There's,
Yeah.
But this is
But with the
one-
newborn.
I'm looking
Right,
at
but
her
wasn't there
jacket.
two?
Yes, because
there was
I'm
two.
thinking there was two because she doesn't look like the one that leaned over and said "I love you." Was she the
Correct.
one?
Correct.
Right,
No,
see, that's
that
two
don't
different
look
people.
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
So there were multiple baby mothers that made
So
their
now
At the same time-
playing in her face.
At the same time, there was multiple baby mothers
Correct.
at the same time. So Cardi had the baby in November. This one seems like recent as well.
And another one.
And another one?
All I know, if Cardi was the so-called girlfriend, okay, you is not finna have your baby mama sitting next to your mama and she leaning over talking about I love you. Who you love? Not my man. Who do you love?
And you front row, and I'm supposed to be the girlfriend?
I don't
Absolutely
care.
not.
Wait, we talked about it. Cardi B was on the field, though.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah,
She was on the field
exactly.
for her connections, not him.
Exactly. First and foremost, and on top of that, honey, these baby mamas should have been watching
From the house.
From the house, just like the rest of us were.
Hello?
First and foremost,
That
But
baby
wait,
shouldn't have been out there.
No, first of all, that's where we need to talk about.
and the
Why
baby
was
had
this
on
baby
shorts,
out there?
baby, with shorts on.
Right.
Why was this newborn baby out there in that
Exactly.
cold?
Because she
That's
was
the first
trying to
thing.
prove a point.
Okay.
Want to be so
No.
seen. It ain't
And
like
daddy, we love
she
you.
was-
Just gonna get sick for you.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
You don't have.
She's going to be in the house all right.
They cannot use, oh, it's because of the kids. I wanted my kids there. Your kids don't even know you're a football player.
Hello.
Okay? They're too young.
Right.
Go to the house.
My
No
goodness.
party for you, Stefon.
But wait, you all said that the baby's mamas should have been watching from the house.
Absolutely.
The house.
But
Yes,
Cardi
ma'am.
B is
Yep.
a baby mama
She's
too.
the girlfriend, though.
girlfriend.
She's a
She
girlfriend that invested $1.3 million on the after party.
So what he's supposed to do? Pay
But
her with his loyalty?
Forget
'cause
the
she
after
did
party.
that?
Forget the
Yes.
after party.
Absolutely. That is why we're gathered here today.
Forget the after party. The problem is, it's a respect thing.
Okay.
So yes, those are your other kids' mothers, and I'm also a kid's mother. But that she has the title of girlfriend.
Oh, they're not all
But
girlfriends.
see,
No,
that,
but they're
all baby
listen,
mamas,
at the
but
end of the
recent
day,
baby mamas.
That is Cardi
I'm
B's
confused.
fault.
Of
and
course.
I love me some Cardi B, some
Of
Beth
course.
Elise, okay? But at the end of the day, this is her fault because you had a baby and was in a relationship with a man that is having multiple kids
With
at
everybody.
the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, these mothers, a lot of them, it's their first baby. So they have this undying, dire
NFL
need.
player.
Exactly, this dire need to cultivate a relationship. So I'm sure any issue that she is having, or if he say don't do this, don't do that, they are at his beck and call. And I'm not sure if the one with the baby Snoop, I don't know if Snoop Mama is Kiana, but I know one of their names is Kiana. I think that's the one that leaned over and said, "I love you, baby." I would have slapped the tongue out of my mouth. But anyway, but that one, they say allegedly that's the Kiki that Drake was talking about. Kiki, do you love me? So they say, everybody loved Kiana. They say Kiana is a gym baddie. They say she's a stoner. She cooked for the men. She's very submissive.
That's
baby.
too much. I'm out
See,
here.
and that's why this is what I don't get. You know, you guys are saying that the baby's mama should, but they all baby mamas at the same time, and they all girlfriends.
No, they're not.
Let me tell you what a real problem is. If we gonna clock the T now,
Clock the T.
First of all, as much as I love me some Belle Khalees, honey, this is why you supposed to be respecting your marital vows, okay? Because now this man got you looking like a clown out in the street. It don't matter. The point is, it don't matter what your husband did, what you did. You were still a married woman, and now you look like a clown.
Well, let me say the real tea.
Well, wasn't he a married man?
Who?
Who you talking about was a married woman? As a clown?
Cardi is technically still married. They have not got legally divorced.
Listen, now, and you know what's funny, baby? They say that Stefon, if you mix the letters around, is Offset.
Bye. Here's my thing. This is where I feel like Cardi went wrong. I'm not mad at her for not giving Offset any more loyalty because he's played in her face enough. But here's where she really went wrong for me. I am all for Cardi. I love Cardi as well. Homegirl was supposed to have her fun with her little young man, be on the boat, do the things. Sister was not supposed to get pregnant. She was supposed to have her fun. And when all this mess was hanging out, she was supposed to go ghost like Carisha did on Diddy.
I gotta back it back up. I gotta back it back up.
Okay, back it up.
Because it ain't even about the loyalty with Offset. It has nothing to do with Offset and the loyalty. It's loyalty to God with the vows you make.
Okay. Right.
No.
You talking about you talking about here? Wait. You talking about here? We go. What side you on?
No, I believe that, but the way as many times as Offset has cheated on her in their marriage, and I know it's to God and not Offset.
No, what I'm saying is she don't have to be with Offset. She could have left Offset. Okay. But at least free yourself. Correct.
Offset won't sign the papers.
Well,
he totally
some kind of way.
And you're still tied up, baby.
Some kind of way. But it's like now, you know, just period in life, when you go about things the wrong way, even though I get it fleshly wise, but when you go about things the wrong way, anybody, it never works out for you. It's not working out for her right now, and I hate that for her. And it ain't working out for Offset either because now he know what he missed. But screw him. Stefon, you just keep on.
No, but you know what?
They need his friend to hold him accountable and stop having all them babies out of wedlock.
Don't need to keep on. He need to grow up and be a man and stop dropping his seed everywhere. When do these men value what life they're carrying within them? When do you value instead of dropping it everywhere? I'm dropping here, dropping there, dropping everywhere.
Nick Cannon Jr.
But you know what's crazy?
It never
it's given. I don't know who I am as a man. That's what it is.
It's literally both women and men, though. If you want to be totally honest, because it was a video way before
I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about men.
Okay, well I'm talking about both. So I'm calling a spade. Because even in I think it was a video like I saw prior, like a year ago, when the teammates was asking like all the teammates like, who would y'all not let talk to y'all sister or something?
Him.
And everybody said him. What? So why would you talk to the one that everybody on the team say they would not
and this
give
is
him
before he had the 3 babies on the way at one time.
Well, I will say this though. At the end of the day, yes, that was bad, and I did see that.
Yeah.
And they were saying that it's ironic that she would leave Offset to go with someone worse than him. However, we also know that men can change. We also know that many women see different sides of men. Yeah. So I feel like you can't necessarily. Yeah. I mean, yes, but also you never know.
Right.
Nah, that's foolish, baby. An apple tree is an apple, and that's what's gonna come off of it. More apples.
And if it's rotten, the tree rotten, that's what's gonna come off of it. Right.
I tried. Yeah, you somebody see different sides. Yeah, of course you see different sides because he's showing you one side on Tuesday. This baby mama got Wednesday. Come on now.
It doesn't come down to right. You tried. Let me on you. Let me tell you. They got me yesterday. Value. Does this come down to valuing ourselves as women?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's why Cardi B should have been in the house when she was pregnant with that last baby. But now you got this young boy and you trying to match his energy. So you out in the club, 10 months pregnant, around hookah, weed smoking, everything else. because you want to do what the little 20-year-old boy want to do. I don't know how old he is, baby, but he might as well be 19 to me.
All I want to
Well,
say
that's
is,
how- yeah.
Cardi, I love you, and I know that tour about to start, baby. You better kill it. Don't be standing no
Listen,
stuff.
I wanna go.
Get your
Now, one
pivot
thing
going
about it,
on.
we know Cardi gonna step on all their necks.
Yes.
I wanna go.
When they asked her what did she have to say about her winning the Super Bowl, baby, she said,
"Good luck."
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
exactly. Because now she really about to show out. You
that
done tried
like,
it too.
it almost felt like a curse when she said it a little bit. It
Yeah.
felt like, until
Oh,
you do right by me.
Listen, one thing about Cardi, she gonna show you better than she can tell you.
All the time.
Offset is prime
So,
example.
Cardi, Cardi said, good luck.
We love you,
All right.
Cardi.
Now, speaking of the Super Bowl still, now another moment from the Super Bowl that has people talking isn't even about football or music. It's about privacy. One of the big commercials during the game came from Ring, introducing a new AI feature called Search Party, designed to help find lost pets. Now, the idea is that if your pet goes missing, you post a photo in the app, and nearby Ring cameras automatically start scanning the neighborhood looking for a match. As you can expect, the backlash started rolling in, and viewers are asking, how comfortable should we be with cameras actively searching and tracking movement around the neighborhoods?
See, this is a disgusting conspiracy, first and foremost, because, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm sure I am, it don't matter anyways. Donald Trump probably, Trump probably created this new feature on the app to scan the faces and have all these hating neighbors put their immigrant neighbors into the app, and they're gonna be scanning faces and come and kick your door down in the middle of the night, baby. Take your Ring cameras down now.
It sounds
You gonna take
timely.
yours now?
No.
Okay.
Not even that. How can you say a feature for a lost dog
Yes.
when it is lost children?
Hello.
I was going to
Hello.
talk about that. You can't find a child with all this technology everywhere. You can't find a child, but you
don't
want me to trust you to find a pet.
But it's the fact of they care more about dogs
Yes, that's it right
than
there.
lost children.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're not making as much money with the dog.
And the thing is, some people that was in them comments, just like y'all know I look at the comments. But you got to say this, because I'm with Tally. It may not be for that exact reason, but I do believe that as well. But this wasn't about no dogs.
No.
Don't think for a minute they just searching for lost puppies.
Yes.
They looking for somebody.
Well, that
They
was the
gonna find
problem that I had when I read this, because I love dogs and I want to get a dog, right? But wait a second, don't mask finding my pet or a way to invade more of my privacy.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Ring have this problem before about this? And now we're going to mask it and cover it with we're looking for a pet. And secondly, the kids.
Break it down.
Why haven't you found kids?
Yeah. Yep.
All these kids that are missing,
Right.
all these cameras,
Right.
why didn't you introduce this to find children?
Correct.
All the satellites,
Correct.
everybody you claim to be busting and supposedly finding all these kids at very odd times. Why aren't you finding kids?
That's what
Because
I'm saying.
America is not making any money off the missing dogs or the dogs being found either way, but they are making money off these organs that they're selling on the black market for these kids that they got listed on Amazon as a
Skin.
cabinet for $12,000.
Oh my goodness,
Okay.
skin and everything. And then thirdly,
Amazon too.
when you mask this as dogs,
just
since you say dogs
Amazon
are
Wayfair,
family,
that's what I'm saying.
pets are family, then why aren't they tax deductible?
Right.
All this money you spending, these animals are dependents, and they are fighting. Someone is fighting about this at the
y'all
IRS.
trying to fight
But the dogs should be,
taxes.
the pets should be dependents. The bills you have to pay, the medical bills,
Right.
the food, everything. You are treating this animal as a kid. So since you're trying to mask it as pets being family members, and we're gonna look all around for them, also make the dog a dependent as well.
Not y'all trying to file taxes for the pets now.
Yes.
I know y'all love y'all pets, but baby.
And I just wanted to clear the air. I know I said that
Have you had a
I wasn't
dog?
taking my Ring camera down. I don't have Ring.
Okay.
I have a camera, but one that we monitor ourselves. I don't need people in my business.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
My
Okay.
goodness.
Okay.
Invading the privacy of people. Everyone had said, what could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
People are outraged about
Or
it.
even
They don't
imagine
like it.
if it's more kidnappers and stuff who's watching these cameras.
Or using that
and they
stuff.
can see when you're home by yourself, who all is
Lord.
there. That is so scary.
Yeah.
When no one's home.
And I'm trying to think of the problem Ring had before. I think it was because people were able to tap into
your
the
camera
cameras.
and see your house.
Yeah, and that was something that was trying to be. Well, I guess they worked on preventing it. I don't know if that ever
Look
took.
at AI.
Yeah.
That's why I don't trust it. That's why I ain't got that app now. Probably one of the only
Yeah,
people in
but
the
y'all
world
got
that never use
Alexa, y'all got that robot.
don't.
I know that's right. That me
And don't.
And Alexa has said that she reports things back.
First of all, Alexa you'll randomly, I've seen it and heard it before. You'll randomly just be talking to somebody and they'll say, it'll say something to you. Who was even talking to you?
My car be doing that, and I don't like that. I don't like
my car does it too.
I don't even
and
talk
I'm like,
to
what
car.
did I even say? I don't talk to you.
Lie again.
Wow, this is what's happening. All right, we're going to switch the topic. Let's get into all things love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriends Guide. Actress Layla Rashawn recently sat down with Sherry Shepherd and shared her thoughts on beauty standards, saying that in the 90s, beauty was all about natural uniqueness, not enhancements, not lace front wigs, no big lashes, no BBLs. So now the conversation is, does she have a point? Or should we be adapting to today's, or should she be adapting to today's beauty standards instead? Take a look.
90s fine. It's funny that they say that because I think what it was.
Okay.
Was we didn't have lace wigs.
Right.
We didn't have the lashes, the snuffleupagus lashes. We didn't
the
have
snuffleupagus.
Right. We didn't have that. We didn't have BBL, whatever that is. We didn't have none of that. So you had to work with what you had.
That's true.
And I think that's what made everybody unique and different because
I think a lot of people look the same.
Everybody looks the same.
Yeah.
Everybody is a copy of somebody else. Where we were all different, right?
No.
Now, Miss Layla Rashawn is beautiful anyway, and she never had that problem with none of that. She was beautiful. She had body. She's still beautiful, all of it. But, I mean, I can kind of understand what she's saying. What do y'all think?
I understand and I agree, but the only part that I don't agree with is when she said, listen, what's going on with my tongue today, Lord?
Got a tongue, Lord. Got a tongue.
But when she said that, now everybody's like a carbon copy and, they look so unique then. Every time, first of all, history, trends, beauty standards, all of those things repeat itself. And we all get inspo from somewhere. Just the same way in the 90s, there was a 90s style beauty because everyone looked the same. It's just a different time now and the trend has changed and now we look different, but everybody's still copying everybody. Everybody's still getting inspiration.
I think I could see more so, like, I get what you're saying, but I also think maybe she was saying more like they looked different. Like they looked
like themselves.
They had the same makeup. They had the same hair, but now everybody got the same bodies. Like everybody, not everybody, but majority want this same, whatever, small waist, big booty, big, it's like the same everything. Like you sending a picture and you want to get your body done, you're like, I want to look like this.
Yeah.
And then that's how everybody look. Like if you look at like social media, when you see video vixens or like certain things, you see people and everybody's always in the comments saying like, all these girls look the same. Whether it's the hair, the body, the face, the makeup, like, and it's definitely a difference, and I do agree with her, but it was just something about, and I'm not saying we have beautiful women today, but it was just something about that 90s fine, no light makeup, even them little baby brows we used to have, but light
not
makeup.
Not the brows.
But they made it work. Just lip gloss,
The 90s beauty was something.
Standard.
Yes, it was.
It was
It
standard.
was.
They were so fine back then. I loved each and every
standard.
nail on her.
Yeah.
All Halle Berry,
right.
all of them was so
Yes.
pretty. But you know what's so crazy? What I can't stand is when people act as if in the 90s they didn't wear makeup. They still had on makeup.
But she said lace front wigs.
No, I'm not
lashes.
talking
She
about
said
her.
light makeup.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about
yeah, in
people in general.
Okay.
Like even men, they'll say like, oh, in the 90s, they didn't even wear that makeup. Yes, they did. Every picture that they show, they literally had on makeup. It was just small eyebrows, a natural bead. So, but not to take any beauty from them because they were fine. I just can't stand when they say like, oh, they were so natural. They wasn't.
Yeah.
They were in the beauty books with weave. with light makeup.
100%.
But they just didn't have the bodies.
Well,
the-
okay, so we know Miss Layla Rashawn has always been beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But in modern beauty standards today, do you think it's gone too far with the plastic surgery, the BBLs, with all of the, sculpting for this perfect silhouette?
I feel like it has gone too far, but at the end of the day, I feel like the difference in the 90s and now, one of the differences is that, in that time, BBLs and plastic surgery was something that seemed like it was only for celebrities. The normal person didn't even think that it
Right,
was
and certain other
accessible
people.
for them, right?
Yeah.
And so now, as things have changed and maybe like surgery and things. I remember growing up, maybe like a typical boob job, and I only noticed because some white girls at my school had boob jobs in 10th grade.
Yeah.
But anyways, that it was $15,000, $20,000. Now you can get a full mommy makeover for that easily. Yeah, it's crazy. But what I do want to say as well is I do prefer 90s beauty, and I find myself now kind of scaling it back and kind of going back to that. I do feel like BBLs and all these other things have just made it so unsafe and people are unrealistic. Yeah. But I also feel like maybe they didn't need so much enhancements then because they didn't have hot Cheetos. It wasn't Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, all these things all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
But they still had carbs.
They had okra and rice.
Exactly.
Rice and beans.
And they was at the cookout eating hot dogs and hamburgers.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
my
it.
goodness.
And they was walking it off.
Right.
They was walking there.
When they days to do something.
Let's get into the final segment. We're diving into your posts on social media to give our raw and honest reactions. Let's get into unpopular opinion.
Oh, Lord.
OMG Sidewalk says, unpopular opinion, children seeing healthy relationships and marriage is very important.
Absolutely.
I agree.
It is.
Absolutely.
They could have added a little more to that statement. It's not much for us to say. They right.
They're right. Okay. Pat's Cam, unpopular opinion, but if you can't love yourself, then you can't give someone else the love they deserve either. You must learn to love yourself first.
Absolutely. I wish more people would
Focus
listen
on that.
to that.
I completely agree with that. And I also want to second that by saying he should also put on there that if you can't see yourself, you can't see no one else. So while you out here trying to read somebody else, make sure you see yourself first. And that's a little personal, but I just had to say,
Listen, this is X, not Facebook.
Yes. Take a self-assessment, self-realization. Look within. All right, Dante Harris, a man will know. You said capitalize. Dante said capitalize no. If he wants, this is Dante. This is a man saying, let me go back over. A man will know if he wants to marry you 6 months in. He don't need 4+ years.
Well, I've heard that.
And I
From
think
many men.
if this comes from a
many
man
men.
himself.
Yeah.
If this is what Dante say, that's what it is.
That's right.
Whether they marry you today or tomorrow, I have heard that they know from when y'all start dating if they plan on or if they see that future with you.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes sense, but it still doesn't change much of anything because they know from day one and still drag you
still
out for
play.
15 years.
Yeah.
This is true.
But they
Why
knew.
do they do that?
Because we be giving them the whole cow, baby, and there ain't no milk left, baby. At this point, we all need Similac.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh,
Similac is
y'all are
crazy.
hilarious. We have another unpopular opinion. Okay. All right, well, before we wrap for today's show, remember we're celebrating Black History all month long, okay? Today, we're digging into the archives of an iconic moment in Black entertainment history, a flashback to Beyonce at the 2018 Coachella. She was the first Black woman to headline, and a performance that celebrated HBCU culture. Do you remember this moment?
I do.
I was set watching that Netflix special, baby.
Oh my God.
Yes. I was set.
Listen, baby, that thing made you want to go and buy 10 fans from Home Depot.
Literally.
Oh my goodness, wow.
Like Beyonce is exactly who she thinks she is.
Hello.
Okay.
Like
Amen.
how the heck do you perform like that?
Yeah.
You singing, you dancing, you rolling, you swing your head, you do all of that. And you're not stopping.
I do a little 1-2 at the club for 2 songs and Auntie time.
I go down 2 stairs, baby. That's a lot for me.
Oh my goodness, y'all just too much.
30-second walking, I'm breathing hard.
Woo! Oh, is that right? They real extra. At any rate, thank you all for hanging out with us. We're going to sign off right now, but don't you forget, you can catch Point of View right here tomorrow. Same time, same place. We will see you then.